Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is the first film review. So I'm going to be talking about the film Halloween. I basically just put in 70s and 80s films on Netflix and it came and I thought, well, it's a big film, isn't it? So I'm going to review that one. I'm not really that much into horror and thriller films. I'm a big fan of like paranormal shows and stuff, but when it gets to like horror and stuff, it gets a bit unrealistic, doesn't it? And it's so predictable, and they're quite the same. And I always find like that one of like the avoidable situations. So I think that's why I don't watch that many of them. But I thought I'd watch this one. And I'm a big fan of like the season Halloween, hence why I've literally got like stuff like this everywhere. So yeah, I'm gonna review the first film. I was gonna say album there, which came out in 1978. Okay, so I literally wrote the review on my phone as I was watching it, but I'm recording this video on my phone, and I can't open the same at the same time. So I had to email it to myself. So I'm literally gonna open the email on here. Okay, so as the film starts, you get this pumpkin glowing, and I think I remember it zooms in on its eye with the opening titles. Oh, that was quite good. That was quite good. So I'm literally just gonna go through my comments here. If you've seen the film, you'll know what scenes I'm talking about, I hope. Okay, so one of the early scenes we see is the psychiatric hospital where they escape. Well, I don't know who's called what, in all honesty. I've watched this film once, so I'm just going to be like this guy. So the guy gets out, the one that was speaking to Michael Myers when he was locked up, that guy, he like just gets out the car, and I'm like, well, that's a bit vulnerable, isn't it? And then the woman that's in the car, he is Michael Myers crawling on the car, and she opens the window, winds it down. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Obviously something's crawling on the roof of your car. Why would you open the window? She's pulled out the car and he takes off with the car. You'd lock the door. Like, and you could lock doors and that you just press the little thing down. It's not like they didn't have locks on car doors. Yeah, it could have been avoided, that situation. The scene where the kid that's getting bullied, he drops the pumpkin and it like falls to pieces. A pumpkin would not do that. Like, it wouldn't. Like, it must have been rotten to start with to do that. Oh, one thing that really annoys me all throughout this film is the heavy breathing. I know he's wearing a mask, but we don't need to hear that. It's just a bit annoying, if you ask me. Right, okay. Yeah. Right, so right, Michael Myers is walking around in broad daylight with this mask on. Nobody bats an eyelid. Nobody's like, what's he doing? Who's that creepy guy? And I understand it's Halloween and people are like walking around with masks and stuff on, but no, I feel like I would have been like, who is he? If that was me. Also, right, he was known to escape this asylum, so why wasn't there a bigger police presence trying to hunt him down? Am I missing something here? I don't know. Yeah, the first scene where he's in that car, it's like he's in the back of the car, because it's like you're seeing what he's seeing. So who's driving the car in that bit of footage? Yeah, so when that guy's looking for him and they're at the train track, and there's like that guy lying down in the, is that him? Is that Michael Myers? I don't know. But he's like this doctor, whoever he is. He was like picking these gowns up. I mean, was he expecting these people to just appear, or him to appear? Like, they're obviously not there. Right. Okay, so there's a scene where the girls are walking back from school and the car pulls up and one of them shouts something at the car and he stops the car. I think there was a bit of a missed opportunity there because there was trees everywhere. And if they got the angle right, he could have got out that car without the viewers or them seeing, and then he could have like sneaked up behind them, and that could have been like a jump scare scene. That could have been a bit of a missed opportunity. Yeah, I feel like when they were looking for a location for this film, they were like, right, we need an area with a lot of bushes and a lot of low branch trees. Not bothered about anything else, we just need that. Right, one thing I noticed in this. Right, I live in England, right, but I'm pretty sure this isn't right, like. So why are the leaves green? It doesn't even look that cold either. It's supposed to be Halloween. Yeah, again, with Michael Myers running, like, walking about with this mask on, if I saw that geezer, like, outside my house, I'd be locking my door, like, I wouldn't be taking any chances. Yeah, I mean, like, in a lot of the scenes, they go out and they don't lock their doors. Like, did people not lock their doors in the 70s? 6:30, why is it not dark or getting dark? That was another thing I didn't understand. Don't Fear the Reaper was played. It's good. Actually, when Netflix did Halloween series last year, and they played Don't Fear the Reaper on it. That one that was like 1976, 1980 something. Fear Street? Was it Fear Street? Something like that. Had Sadie Sink in from Stranger Things. Yeah, when the girls pull up and they're smoking and they're like, put it out, my dad will say, how he didn't smell that smoke when they didn't wind down the window. Nah, I'm not buying that either. Yeah, when they were being followed, how did they not realise that? In the car, that is, when they're being followed by that car with Michael Myers on, how did they not realise? Like, I would have realised. Yeah, how long was that car ride? Because, I mean, when they pulled up, it was pitch black. I like this scene. I did not expect that drain pipe to come smashing down through the window. Single glazed windows. It happens. How did they know he was back, I wrote there. What am I on about there? Oh, yeah, I don't need to talk about that bit. That was me getting confused, and then I figured it out. Yeah, so when she's in the laundry room, has he got psychic powers? Because, I mean, I haven't watched the rest of the film, so he might do, but, like, has he got psychic powers? Because apparently he can shut doors by the power of his mind, unless he had a bit of, like, dental floss and he was just, like, pulling on the door. The reflection of him in the door when it's that's good. I like that. It is often done though in these horror films. Yeah, when he stands up behind the car and you got that screechy music. I always say that horror movies aren't scary. It's just the music that makes them scary. If you're scared of horror movies, watch them. When you know a scary bit's coming up, just mute it. Be fine. Be fine. Obvious that he would be in the car. Oh yeah, when he kills her in the car. Oh, so that was predictable, mind, wasn't it? Predictable. Yeah, ability to open doors again. Right, yeah, so this is the bit where the boyfriend gets killed and he stabs him and he pins him up against the wall. Right, surely that weight of that knife wouldn't hold him. And also, he wouldn't have died that instantly either. Yeah, so the guy that's been hunting Michael Myers, it took him all that time to realise the car was there. Like, surely he would have walked past it anyway. Yeah, just the whole thing could have been avoidable. Yeah, why weren't more looking for him? Am I just being like dumb or something? Like, why weren't more looking for him if he'd known to have escaped? Yeah, how did he make the cupboard door swing open again? Has he got a packet of dental floss in his pocket? Is that what's going on here when the cupboard door flings open? Now the doors have locks. When the door's locked, when she's trying to escape the house. I mean, when we're getting towards the end and the kind of goody two shoes girl that was babysitting the kids, basically, she was quite like me actually, just sitting there doing a knitting. A bit like me, to be quite honest. Why didn't you pick someone up to fight with? Like, that door ain't gonna open. Yeah, of course it's not. Yeah, I'd be legging it. You don't want to know where you're at. That's the thing. Oh, this is when she's coming out the house, isn't it? That's right, yes. To go back to her house where the kids are at. Yeah, I wouldn't have been stood near that window, like, I was expecting him to come in. Again, missed opportunity. He could have smashed through the window, single glazed windows, grabbed her. That would have been a jump scare scheme. Instead, they just leave the window open, just a curtain blowing in the wind, and then he comes through the window. I feel like the other jump scare would have been a bit more better. I thought it would have been a lot more scarier, to be honest, than this. Wasn't that scary actually. Yeah, all one's open. I wrote there when the window. I swear it wasn't open beforehand. Why would you have a window open in October? Yeah, I wouldn't be checking if he was alive. I'd be running, just getting out of there. Yeah, don't believe that act when he's like pretend to be dead. How like, I feel like even if didn't she stab him with the knitting needle or something? I mean, even if she did that, he wouldn't die instantly. So the fact that he wasn't moving at all just proves that he was playing dead, and he wasn't actually dead. One thing I actually laughed at, bit of comedy in this film, was when she threw the knife on the floor, it actually bounced. Yeah, that classic hide in the wardrobe scene, and then he has to come in and he starts trying to get in, and she's getting the coat hanger, and I'm just like, why didn't you get like a proper weapon? Why did you hide in the wardrobe, like the most obvious place? Like, also, I saw these houses, right? You could easily probably jump out that window and be all right. Like, she should have done that. What she did? What actually? How did she get out again? Because she hurt her ankle, didn't she? But yeah, I would have just gone straight, jumped out the window. Yeah, I would have rather gone at him than just hiding away, sitting like a sitting duck, to be quite honest. At least have a weapon. I mean, she shouldn't have thrown that rubber knife out, should she? When she gets out the wardrobe after stabbing him again, and he's like lying there, and she's like, that was a missed opportunity again from a jump back up and grab her, and there could have been a bit of a fight there. And then she just drops the knife again and turns her back. This guy's already like survived death like twice. Like, not learnt a lesson yet. I'm just gonna have to move my phone because I can't see what that says. Alright. Yeah. But I can't remember, how did she... I actually can't remember, what did she do again? Oh, yeah. Because he came in and shot him, didn't he? Wait, but how did... I've actually forgot now, because I remember her... Remember her running? I remember her running and she had that bad ankle, but I can't remember how she got that. I don't think she jumped out a window. I feel like she should have done that. She should have done that like earlier on, if she did. But I don't think she jumped out a window. I can't remember. Anyway, I feel like this film, it did set the basis for a lot of horror films. I mean, I saw a lot of similar to like Scream and stuff with the knife and stuff like that. There is like 5 of these films. I don't know if I'll watch the rest of them. I don't know. I did expect more from it. I think it has been. I think with it being one of the first kind of one of those big thriller films, it was hyped quite a lot. I think it is down to personal opinion. I probably won't watch it again. I just felt it was very predictable. There could have been a lot more jump scares in it. I just felt like that guy just went around that doctor, whoever he was, him trying just waiting outside that house. That was just wasted screen time, really. I feel like it was very focused on those two houses. It'd be nice to see something outside of those two houses, a bit more of a plot, as well. I mean, if I was to rate it out of 10, I'd probably only give it like a 5, honestly. But I'm not really that big a fan of horrors or thrillers. But that's my review for it. So yeah, I don't know what the next film is I'm going to review. I don't know. I really want to review Rambo, because I've literally watched Rambo, like all of them, just in bits. I don't think I've actually sat down and watched them all the way through. So I feel like I just might buy the box set and just review those. They are good films though. They are brilliant films. I mean, it's got the Stallones in there. Of course, it's good. Okay, so that's the end of that review. Thank you for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye.